Okay guys, so good to see a few different people joining in today. So different crowd that was here on Monday. For those of you that missed it, it's a little bit of high intensity interval training, but like any other workout, we're starting off with a warm-up. One of the key things for you guys to look around for is to make sure that you've got sort of suitable footwear for what you're doing the training on. One of the big things from my point of view as a PT, I can't see what you're training on. So if you're on like a laminate floor with woolly socks, it might not be the best idea in the world. You got to take responsibility for that side of things yourselves. As we get going, guys, if there's anything you're not sure on, just take a look at the screen. Hopefully I'll have a good enough demonstration of what's going on. If you're struggling, just give us a bit of a wave and I'll see if I can find an alternative for you. As well as that, don't be afraid to send a message direct to me, guys, and I can start to put in alternatives where necessary. Now I've got things planned for tonight. I've already got alternatives planned, ready and waiting for you if you need them. But let's get started, shall we? So what we're going to start off with, guys, dead simple. Just a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to do a minute of each exercise, 3 exercises, and we're just going to do twice rounds. So all I want you guys to do is you're just going to do a walkout into a press-up. So let's just walk it out, full press-up, back up, onto the feet. As you walk out, try and keep the legs as straight as you can. So you're getting that stretch on the hamstring on the way out, and then a stretch on the hamstring as you stand back up. So off we go, 1 minute. Just 1 minute of those walkouts. See if anybody's waiting. Nope, we're good. So walking out into that press up position, 1 full press up all the way to the floor, all the way back up onto your feet. Each time. So it's just that walk out, 1 press up, back up onto the feet. You'll see me darting to and from the camera every now and again just to check out how you guys are getting on. So second exercise, guys, just going to be a wide mountain climber with the rotation. So what you're going to do is from that press up position, step forward, place 1 foot flat on the floor, and then lift 1 hand up into the air. So if you step your left foot forward, you're going to lift your left hand into the air. So you still got 15 seconds of those walkouts before we swap into that wide mountain climber. So 5 more seconds. So again, it's just that swap side, it's just that rotation. So off we go. So it's into that wide mountain climber. Lift the same side. So I've got my left foot forward, so I lift my left hand, step back, right foot forward, lift my right hand. So it's that rotation each time. Try and keep the hips down quite low, try and get that rotation in there. That's looking good. A couple of you guys out there in the garden. I can't get my Wi-Fi to work out in the garden, so I'm jealous of you guys. It's already roasting in here. Just a couple of guys waiting to come in. Let's get them admitted. Excellent.
Where are the twins, Neil?
Twins are in the back. Twins are in the back. Tell you what, if you work hard enough, I'll bring them out towards the end. Guys, 10 more seconds, then we're just going to go into a little bit of a yoga style flow. So what I want you to do, you're going to come into full press up position again. So in that press up position, downward facing dog, push forward, drop your chest onto the floor, lift chest and chest and shoulders off the floor, and then push back into child's pose, and then from there back into downward facing dog. So we're just going to cycle through those positions. Just back myself up so it can be seen on the YouTube video. So it is just from that downward facing dog, chest onto the floor, chest up, and then back into that child's pose and start again. Off we go. So we're into that down, chest onto the floor, chest off the floor, child's pose, hips up into the air. So you're working between those 4 moves, just at your own pace. Good, okay. So working through those at your own pace. Like I say, we're going through 2 rounds. We're just going to up the intensity on each one, guys. So I want you to go into the walkouts with press up. The only difference is I want you to do 2 press ups each time. Ready? And chain. So off we go. So we walk out, 2 press ups, and then back up onto your feet. So we're just upping that intensity just a touch from the one before. 2 press ups every time you walk out. Back up onto your feet, stand up and straight back out. It's good. Try and make sure the hands do the walking. So your feet stay where they are in this one. Good, Carl. Always good to see dogs getting involved in the class. That's what it always cheers me up. 15 more seconds, and then we are back into those mountain climbers. The difference this time, I want you to try and jump your feet into swapping position. So you're going to do that mountain climber, step forward, lift the left hand, rotate, hands go down, swap feet, mid-air. So it's that same rotation. Ready? Change, off we go. So we're into that wide mountain climber with rotation. So you try and swap feet mid-air, so you're in that position. You come into that rotation, hands go down, swap feet mid-air, come into that twist on the other side. Swap feet mid-air on the other side, each time. Just go at your own pace on this one. This is still a warm-up. So we're not looking to get completely blown. Not yet anyway, not yet. So what we did on Monday, if some of you guys had a chance to look at the video or go through the video, we did a full circuit that was 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. This one's slightly different, slightly different. So your last one, guys, okay, you're just going to go into that yoga flow. That's not going to change. We're not going to make anything different. So that downward facing dog, child's pose, downward facing dog, chest on the floor, upward facing dog, and child's pose. So working through those 4 positions. Ready? And change. Off we go. So, downward facing dog, chest onto the floor, upward facing dog, and child's pose. Just work between those 4 positions. So you're back to downward facing dog, chest onto the floor, upward facing dog, and child's pose. Just working through, getting things moving. At the end of this, you'll have 1 minute to recover, and I'll quickly explain what we're going to do after that. So what we've got is 2 circuits. Dead simple, and each circuit escalates. If anybody wants a little bit of a laugh as they go, check out Carl. He's kind of being forced around the garden bit by the dog. And relax, guys, and relax. Grab yourselves a quick drink. Any extra mobilizations you feel you need to do, now's the time to do them. So if you need a little bit of extra work on the shoulders, on the ankles, hips, knees, whatever it is, now's the time to work on it. What we're going to do is an escalating set. So an escalating pyramid. What we're going to start off with, dead simple, is just going to be 1 minute of press-ups. 1 minute of press-ups. After that, you'll get another minute of rest. Then we'll have 2 exercises and a minute of rest. Then 3 exercises and a minute of rest. So it gets harder and harder and harder. We're going to work our way up to 5 full exercises. So hopefully that makes sense. So we're starting off with press-ups in 30 seconds time. And you have a little bit of carte blanche with this one. Choose whatever variation of press-up you can keep the intensity up for 1 minute. Okay? So I have no doubt, guys, that some of you are fitter than I am. So maybe you want to be doing the whole clap press-ups every single time for a full minute. I might get about 3 of them out, but I wouldn't do it for the full minute. But you try and keep that move and that full intensity all the way through. If you need to drop to the knees, that's fine. You just keep moving. You bring it to your intensity and you keep moving. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So just 1 minute of those press-ups. Squeeze in as many as you can, whatever variation you choose. Make it as hard or as easy as you need to. You want to get to the end of that minute and think to yourself, thank fuck that minute's over. So keep working, chest to the floor, full extension of the arms. Full minute, just 60 seconds. Just trying to work through. Looking good. If at any stage, guys, you need to drop to the knees, just do it. I'd rather see you drop to the knees and keep moving than for you to stop and shake out the arms. I want you to try and keep working for the full minute. Reason being, you're going to get a full minute to recover at the end of this one. So 15 more seconds. This is good. Keep working, guys. 5 seconds more. And time. So you get a minute. So you get a minute to recover, and then we're into our next one. So again, we got 2 exercises this time. Technically 3, but because your second exercise is you're going to do a lunge on each leg and 2 squats. So what I want you guys to do, you're just going to go reverse lunge, 2 squats. As soon as you've done that, reverse lunge, 2 squats. So that's how you're going to start off the next circuit. So reverse lunge on each side, 2 squats, and keep repeating that. When we've done a minute of that, we've got another minute of press ups. So we've got 2 exercises this time. You're still only going to get a minute to rest at the end of each round. So each round gets that little bit harder because you're adding in the amount of work, but reducing proportionally the amount of rest that you're getting. So going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, reverse lunge, 1 on either leg, followed by 2 squats, followed by reverse lunge on either leg. So it's reverse lunge right, reverse lunge left. If you've not got enough room to step backwards, that's fine, step forwards instead. So 2 squats, then back into those lunges, 1 either side. Whether you go forward, whether you go back is up to you. So a solid minute. Just still going 1, 2, 1, 2. Just cycle through those two exercises as often as you can. Keep going. You still got 10 more seconds. Then we're going straight into that minute of press ups again. If you want to change your style of press up, that's fine. But I want to see you working for that full minute. Off we go. Let's go. So 1 minute, 60 seconds. Whether you go from the knees, fine. You can go wide, fine. You can go narrow. You can go whatever variation you wish to do. And if anyone wants to show off, fine. Throw one arm behind your back and off you go with single arm. But you must keep moving for that full minute. Looking good. At the end of this, you will get a full minute to recover. The good news, guys, is every time you do the round of press-ups, you will have a full minute to recover at the end of it. 25 seconds remaining. Looking good. 15 seconds to go. Let's keep moving. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And relax. Okay, guys, you get your minute to recover. So remember the 2 exercises that we've already done because they will still be in the circuit. Your next one is a bear plank. So a bear plank, guys, one of my favorites. It is very good for anybody who plays in the forward rules, but it is practicing that tower of power kind of position. What you're going to be in is a plank position, but you're going to be from all fours. So you're either going to be flat on your hands or up on your knuckles. Again, that's whatever you feel comfortable with, but your knees will be just off the floor. So from the side, your knees just off the floor. Back stays flat and you just hold that position. So my knees aren't actually touching. I'm just holding that position, pulling my belly button in, creating that core, that stable core position. So you're going to be working that for 1 minute to begin with. If your knees touch the floor, I want you to jump up into the air, 1 clap, back down into position again. 2, 1, off we go. So we're into that bear plank position. So that all fours position, knees just off the floor. So you want your knees so close to the floor. Anybody that's outside in the garden, your knees should be at the top of the grass. No further. That looks pretty good across the board. If you get to the stage, guys, where you need a rest, you just jump up into the air, 1 clap, straight back down, down into position. So again, it doesn't matter if your knees do touch the floor. That's fine. You just have to jump up, you just go again. It's not you competing against the person next to you or competing against any other team members, trying to make yourself fitter. So you're trying to work harder than you thought possible. Because that's what training's all about, guys, is trying to do a little bit more than you thought possible. That's where it makes that change. That's where we make those improvements. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds, then you're onto your feet and into that reverse lunge and squat combo. Ready and change. Let's go. So you're on your feet, reverse lunge, 1 on either side, 2 squats. So reverse lunge, 1 on either side, 2 squats. Just keeping that heart rate up. Hopefully by now you've started to get the pattern. What we're going into is 1 minute of press-ups following this. Again, one either side, 2 squats, one either side, 2 squats. Try and get right down, knee taps the floor each time. Got 10 seconds remaining. Now we're straight into that 1 minute of press ups. Again, you choose the variation. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So straight into those press ups, 1 minute, chest to floor, right back up to straight arms. This is good. So again, adjust that intensity. So rather than seeing people take rest with a stop to shake out their arms, even if you end up bum in the air, just your upper body coming down, that's absolutely fine, as long as that's the right level of intensity for you. 30 in, 30 to go. Let's have a look. Christian doing them with a smile on his face. Ali, not so much. Keep working, guys, keep moving. 15 seconds. So you get your minute's rest at the end of this. We're looking good though. And time, so minute to recover, minute to recover. So we're going to come into what I call a gorilla squat. You're going to squat down, guys, get your fingertips just underneath your toes. You're then just going to lift your hips and right back down. So what you're looking to do is from that position there, drop the hips into a squat, push the hips up. Try and keep your heels flat on the floor. Try not to crush your fingers. So it's just that position there. So it's that stretch of the hamstrings, hips down, hips up. Hips down, hips up. So you'll feel the hamstrings stretch. Your own mobility will prevent you getting up too high in it. As you drop the hips down, try and lift the chest up and try and drop your arms in between the knees. So rather than having the arms out, arms in, knees out. Try and keep your heels or your feet flat on the floor. It's just there. Working through for 1 minute. Going in. 3, 2, 1, off we go. I'm going to come up, have a little look at this one because this one's a bit tricky. So try and drop the hips. As you drop the hips, lift the chest up as much as you can. Drive the knees out to the side. And as much as possible, keep those feet flat on the floor. Try not to rock up onto your toes. Easier said than done. Again, if some of you guys have any ankle issues, any ankle flexibility problems, what you might need is a thin platform, like a thin book, just to give you a little bit of an edge, but you still want to put your weight through your heels. 25 seconds left. So it's that goblet squat, gorilla squat, hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up. So if you have a look, my shoulders aren't really going anywhere, staying at the same height, because my arms are fully straight, so I can't really get much higher. Just working that up and down. 5 seconds, guys, then you're into that bear plank. 3, 2, 1, and bear plank. So knees just off the floor. Trying to keep that tower of power position. If anybody thinks that's easy and wants to make it a little bit harder, lift one hand, tap the opposite shoulder. It's an optional extra. So knees just off the floor. Remember, if your knees do touch the floor, up into the air, one clap, right back down into the position. So you should feel thighs burning quite a lot on this one. And then if you guys come down to it and Granddad's asking you about tower of power, you can be jumping straight in and know exactly what he's talking about. So following your bear plank, hopefully you know the pattern by now. So we've got our reverse lunge and squat combo. Changing in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So reverse lunge, one either side, so we're stepping back into that lunge. 2 squats, following those 2 squats, reverse lunge on either side. So this will take us just over 15 minutes to complete. That's actually 15 minutes of work plus 5 minutes of rest, so it's about 20 minutes altogether. Then we'll get 2 minutes to recover, go grab yourselves a drink, loosen off, and then we've got another 20-minute block. And that's us done after that. So reverse lunge on either side. 2 squats. And by now, guys, you should know press-ups is next, but it's your penultimate round of press-ups. So keep working low as you can in those 2 squats each time. This is good. Everybody's keeping chest up. Nobody's allowing themselves to collapse forward into it. It's a good thing it's not this video that's going on YouTube. I'd have to set some parental guidance because of all the crotch shots coming right in at the camera there for me. Guys, 3, 2, 1, and press ups. Off we go. Let's go. So 1 minute of press ups, and then you get a minute of rest. Let's go. Again, change that variation if you need to. This round's going to be a little bit shorter because I actually missed the turn, cut off by about 10 seconds. So it's only going to be 50 seconds of press ups. Ten more seconds. Keep working. And time. Okay, guys, so your final round, okay, so you got all 5 exercises. This one, what we've got is a wide press up, so as wide as you can comfortably get the hands, and you're coming into a deep press up. That's your first exercise, and then your last exercise is the regular press ups. So you've got all the exercises we've done before, plus a much wider press up, wide as you feel comfortable with, chest to floor, chest back up. Working your way through as many as you can in a minute. You've still got your gorilla squat, you've still got your bear plank, you've still got that squat and lunge combo, and then you finally got those press ups. So 5 minutes, starting in 20 seconds time, and then you get 2 minutes to recover. And how easy will that feel? So we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're straight into those wide press ups. So hands wider than shoulder width apart. Again, change the intensity as you see fit. So if you need to move onto your knees, or even if you need to move into a variation where your bum stays in the air, that's fine, but I want to see you keep moving. So again, you could be there just to help keep the shoulders protected. If you draw an imaginary line between your thumbs, that line should land on somewhere in your chest, not in your nose, okay? So you shouldn't be bringing your head down. When you put a lot of pressure through the shoulders, you actually bring your head in front of that line. And that goes for pretty much every press-up variation that you do. 10 more seconds, guys, then we're into those gorilla squats. So I'll be quickly demoing those again. So again, fingers under the toes, hips down, hips up. Ready, switch, let's go. So that gorilla squat, deep squat, hips down, chest up, hips up, hips down, hips up, hips down. Just trying to work between those 2 positions. So it's a flexibility exercise as well as a leg exercise. Looking pretty good across the board, guys. Just remember, when you drop the hips, try and lift the chest up. So if you imagine, guys, if you can see where the 3 logo is on my Ireland jersey, I want that to be shown off at the bottom. So when I get to the bottom of the squat, I want to lift that logo up as high as I can so I can be seen dead ahead. From there, can't be seen, so you got to lift that chest up each time. Less than 10 seconds left on this one. So we're into your bear squat next. 3, 2, 1, and change. So again, you had that optional extra to lift one hand, tap the opposite shoulder. Now if you want to make it really challenging, lift right hand, left foot, and vice versa. And just keep alternating between the 2. Looking good, just cracking open a window there, guys, so keep moving. 25 seconds left in this one. It's good. Ollie, it's difficult to tell, but bring your knees a bit closer so they're underneath your hips a bit more. Looks good. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Then you got your reverse lunge. One either side, 2 squats. 2, 1, and swap. So reverse lunge, either side, 2 squats, reverse lunge, 2 squats. Each time. So keep swapping between the two. And try and string them together as much as you can. Don't worry about going flat out. Yes, I want you to squeeze in as many as you can. But I also want to see you keep moving for the entire minute. So I know I'm getting out of breath and I haven't even done half the circuit. So I was trying to keep you guys working at that same level. 10 seconds left of this one. So that 10 seconds left, you got your final one, then you get 2 minutes of rest. So we're back into press ups in the next round. Time, press ups, off you go. So 1 minute, as many press ups as you can squeeze in. And this is more important just to try and keep the chest under tension. So don't worry too much about your body position. So by that I mean don't worry about being on the knees, or don't worry about making out an easier variation. I don't want to see the hips hanging down into it. I want to see a straight line through the body. 20 seconds. Then you get 2 minutes to recover. And time. Grab yourselves a drink, guys. Everybody still with us? No one's run off yet. We didn't have a John. Did 5 minutes of the session last night or on Monday night and disappeared. Looking good though, guys. Looking good. Everybody enjoying themselves? Give us a thumbs up. Good stuff. I was worried there was a definite delay before people put thumbs up. I was like, uh-oh. Okay guys, so the good news is what we're going to do this time is we're actually going to do everything in reverse. You're actually going to start off with all 5, then 4, then 3, 2, 1 and so on. So what we're going to start off with, guys, is going to be a crab walk. Okay, so obviously some of you guys are outdoors, some of you guys are indoors with a little bit less room. Use what you've got. So for instance, all I'm going to do, my arse is off the floor, and all I'm going to do is just work myself 2 or 3 steps to one side, 2 or 3 steps to the other. That's all I'm looking to do. If you need to rest or if you need to stop, just want to see hips up and stop. Yep, so arse stays off the floor. Following your crab walk, we then got our diamond press up. Diamond press up. So you're going to just come into hands together, close grip press ups. Following that, we got a hollow body. Hollow body, guys, core exercise. All you're going to do is lie still, lower back pressed into the floor, legs up, shoulders up, and hold. That's all it is. Following your hollow body, you've then just got, you have then just got a wide lunge on either side. So it's just going to be step out, one side, step out on the other side. So a lateral lunge each time. And then everyone's favorite, chest to floor, burpees. Okay, we only got 1 round of that one. That kind of makes sense to everybody? Good, so we're going to start off with that crab walk. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, it doesn't matter if you move forward or back or side to side, just keep yourself moving. If you need a break, if you can't keep moving, if your arms are getting tired, push yourself straight up, so hips up into the air, a tabletop position. So it's a stretch on the shoulders as much as anything else. Let's keep working. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go on this one. So from that, you're going into your close grip, your diamond press up. So you can either create a diamond shape between your fingers and thumb, or you can touch thumbs together, but it's a close grip. So hands will be narrower than your shoulders. Like I say, we're making each round gets easier and easier and easier as it goes through, but it's the same principle as the last one. 10 more seconds and we're into those diamond press ups. Again, we've done quite a lot of press ups already, so if you need to be on the knees from the start, that's fine. Ready? Change. Let's go. So diamond press ups, close grip press ups. Again, if you were to draw that imaginary line between your thumbs, you won't be bringing your nose onto that line. You'll be bringing your chest onto that line. So your head ends up way in front of the hands. Just helps keep the shoulders in a healthier position. You bring your thumbs there. You can see that's not going to be good for the shoulders. That's the position you want to end up in there. So it's each time that quite close grip. It's good. You've got 20 seconds of this remaining, then you get to just have your lie down. Key thing with that hollow body, you keep your lower back pressed in tight against the floor. Try and get rid of any air between your lower back and the floor. Change it over in 5, 4, 3, 2, and change. Off you go. So just that hollow body. So knees aren't tucked in. They're actually slightly out, so your hips are here, your knees are slightly that way. Head and shoulders off the floor. If you want a bit of support for the head, that's fine. But it's keeping that lower back pressed in tight, in against the floor. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, arms by your side, reach back, reach forward. The further back you can reach without letting your shoulders hit the floor, so keeping your shoulders up, the more you'll feel that through the core. 25 seconds, and we've got those lateral lunges. If you've got a little bit less room, just do 5 on one side and then pivot round rather than doing one right, one left. So I know there's a couple of you paired up. If you've got a bit less room, just do 1 or just do 5 on one side, then do 5 on the other. Ready and swap. So if you've got the room, 1 right, 1 left. 1 right, 1 left. If you haven't quite got the room, just do 5 reps, explode back to the middle. And then when you've done 5 reps, pivot round and do the same thing on the other side. But use what you've got, use what you've got. Try and keep that trail leg as straight as possible. And now this one takes a little bit of experimentation on your part, guys. You might find it a bit more comfortable as you step out to allow your foot to come up. So your heel stays on the floor, but your toes come up, like a Cossack squat. So you allow you to get a little bit deeper into that squat or that lunge position. So in 10 seconds time, you have got your 1 and only round of chest to floor burpees. Squeeze in as many as you can. 2, 1, and off we go. Chest to floor burpees. Let's go. So get that chest onto the floor, get up into the air, jump up. Okay guys, now I don't know what is more rugby than getting put on your arse and having to get back up again as quickly as you can. And having to do it repeatedly. You will get your minute's rest at the end of this one. And you will be completely done with these burpees as well. So you will no longer have to do any more burpees after we've done this one. Looking good. If you're struggling to jump the feet in, try and jump them wider when they come in. So you land like we did almost in that gorilla squat. You find it a bit easier to get up. 10 seconds to go. Looking good across the board. Everybody's working, everyone's still moving, apart from me. 2, 1, rest. You get your minute to recover. We're down to 4 exercises. So we get rid of the chest to floor burpees, but we still have everything else. So you've still got your crab walk. You have still got your diamond press up. You've got your hollow body. And then you've got those lateral lunges as well, guys. Okay, so you've got a little bit of everything. So we've got upper body, lower body, core thrown in there. 30 seconds still to recover. 30 seconds still to recover. Anybody else that's indoors, you know, he's roasted yet? Because I know I am, and I'm not even doing half the stuff. Let's keep working, guys. Okay, 20 seconds, then we go again. So this will be it, okay? So there won't be any additional circuits, there won't be anything additional after this, so put your effort into these next 4 rounds. So 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and 1 final minute. So we are going crab walk in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, hands and feet, you can go forward and back, or you can go side to side. Work with what room you've got. If you've not got any room, looks like all you guys are okay, but if anybody's watching on YouTube, if you've not got any room, just try and basically march on the spot. Just march on the spot. You don't have to move anywhere. It's just about moving your body in different directions, in different positions. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds left to go. It's good. Remember, if you need a break from moving around, all you need to do instead is just to actually come up into a shoulder stretch, tabletop position. Get those hips up as high as you can. So following that, we're into our diamond press up, our close grip press up, in 10 seconds time. And again, thumbs touching. If you have that line where your thumbs are, that lands on your chest, not on your throat or on your neck. Ready? Off we go. And again, keep working. Get in as many reps as you can, as many rounds as you can. Looking good. Try and string those reps together. Now I know it gets more difficult as fatigue builds up, but almost everybody is stopping at the top of every rep. I want you to try, if you can, when you come up out of a rep, you're straight down into the next one. You keep chest and shoulders under tension as much as possible. You still got 20 seconds. Alright, Walt, you be quiet. For anybody can hear that, that's the dog outside. Five seconds more, 5 seconds more. Following that, we are into those lateral lunges. Aren't we? No, we're in the hollow body, sorry, we're in the hollow body. Ready, and change, let's go. So hollow body position. So again, legs up into the air. Hands, if you want that extra difficulty, reach back, tuck in. Reach back, tuck in. If you want to really ramp it up, reach back and don't bring them back in. Try and keep your shoulders off the floor. Try and keep the lower back pressed in tight. If you imagine that little arch you have, that natural arch you have in your lower back, get rid of it. Try and flatten it down to the floor. 20 seconds and we're into that lateral lunge. If anybody wants an extra challenge on this one, you can come into a Cossack squat, which I'll be quickly demoing. But other than that, you just go into those lateral lunges like we did before. So ready, and change. Let's go. So Cossack squat, as we squat down on one side, shift up and squat. So you shift your body weight from side to side. Keep your heels on the floor, but you can lift the toes off if necessary. And just work your way from side to side, get as low as you can into it. Try and imagine sitting your hamstring right down on top of your calf each time. If you need to go for that easier version, that's fine. Just make it as explosive as you can. So push out, push back off. This is good. So we got no burpees at the end of this one. This is our last round of lateral lunges. So get what you can out of it. Your minute rest comes at the end of this round. Ten seconds, keep working. Time. Okay guys, nice work. You get a minute to rest. So at this stage now in this circuit, you have done 9 minutes of work. So 2 rounds, 5 minutes and 4 minutes. You've done 9 minutes and all you've got is 6 left altogether. So 3, 2 and 1 left, okay? So you've done the bulk of work in this round. We're just going to get through these last 3 rounds. That's all it is. It was really good, guys. Really impressed with everybody still moving. Nobody seems to have given up, which is really good. That's what I want to see. Nobody seems to be taking rests. I think maybe it's because you know I can see you through the camera. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just because you want to keep working. Actually, what am I saying? I've seen those body combat videos that Ian's been putting up. Guys, 15 seconds. We're starting off with that crab walk again. And again, any direction you want. Again, if you want to add an extra challenge to it, can you go for toe touch to toe touch? So if you lift left hand, touch right foot. And it's working between those two. Ready, and off we go. Let's go. So that's an extra challenge if you want. So reach up, touch the toes on either side, and just keep working. That's it. So of course it's a bigger movement than the crab walk. So it's a more challenging movement. Don't worry if you haven't quite got it. Walter, I'll play with you after. Again, if you're feeling this one on the shoulders, don't make it such a big movement. Just stick with a smaller movement. Make it a little bit easier on the shoulders. So you got 15 seconds, then we're into your diamond press up. So you're into your diamond press up, and then you got your final hollow body. So your diamond press up, then your final hollow body. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and diamond press ups. Off we go. So like we talked about in the last round, try and minimize that time where your arms are straight. Try and drop into press up and keep moving as much as you can. So you're trying to keep the chest under tension, the triceps under tension. This is good. So again, it's that solid, smooth movement. So try not to lock out and hold, just straight down in between reps. Yeah, it's harder. If you have to stop every now and again to shake out the arms, so be it. But you do your best not to. You've got your final hollow body coming up. So again, pressing that lower back into the floor, tight as you can into the floor. It's looking good. Keep moving. If you need to go to an easier version of those press ups, you drop to your knees and you keep moving. Ready, and final hollow body. Let's go. So lower back on the floor, chest and shoulders just up off it. You want that next step. You come into that reach each time. You don't have to. You want the next step then. Reach the hands back and keep them there. Next step beyond that. Reach one foot out, back in, but make sure you keep that lower back on the floor. And then the final one, both legs out, both legs back in, or even, both legs out and hold. But you keep that lower back pressed in tight against the floor. This is the last time you got to do the hollow body. And then you got 3 minutes of work left in the entire session after that. 10 more seconds. Looking good, guys. Keep working. And time. Get a minute to rest. A minute to rest. Looking good. So all we've got in this next round is that crab walk. So you can go for the toe touches that we talked about in the previous round, or we can go for that side to side, forward and back. It doesn't matter. It's about getting the work that you can do, the hardest variation that you can do, and keeping moving the whole way through. That's what we're looking for through this. So in case any of you guys want to repeat this workout, of course, why wouldn't you? It'll be on YouTube again later on tonight. Don't worry, it'll only be me on the video. Josh isn't here to record the actual Zoom session this time. So 15 seconds, we've only got 2 minutes of work before we get a minute to rest. Walter, stop bringing toys. 10 more seconds, we're into that crab walk. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Let's go. So again, reach up, touch the toes on the opposite side. Again, if you need that break, you just come into that hips up position and hold. Try and squeeze the shoulders right back. Press down into the floor as hard as you can. If you want to keep going with tapping the toes that's absolutely fine. But that tabletop is your rest position. So it's an active stretch. It's forcing you to use your glutes. Use the muscles in your arse to hold yourself steady. Keep squeezing back, lift that chest up, open it up. Keep moving throughout the full minute, or keep, under tension throughout the whole minute. You might not be able to keep moving. 10 seconds, then you're into your final round of diamond press-ups, your final round of press-ups overall. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So final round, diamond press-ups, thumbs together. If anybody's got anything left in them for these press-ups, try and go into 3 seconds down. So 1, 2, 3, explode back up. 1, 2, 3, explode. 1, 2, 3, explode. Each time. So you try and control that rhythm down, drive up. Control that rhythm down, drive up. Where you can, try and keep those elbows coming in, scraping against the ribs on the way down, so it's not flared out to the side. You're trying to keep those elbows tucked in as much as you can. Looking good, guys. 10 more seconds and you get 1 minute rest, and then you got your final round, your very final round. Time! Okay, guys. Your final round is just going to be 1 minute, and 1 minute only of those of that crab walk. So again, your 3 options are just to keep moving in whatever direction, forward, back, side to side, or you can go into toe touch, or finally you can go into that rest position. So that's our final round. You got 30 seconds more to rest, and then 60 seconds of work to finish off. 25 seconds still to rest. 15. Going in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There's just 60 seconds of work. Let's keep going. I don't even know whose voice it was. I think it might have been Carl's voice, and he's already gone. So 30 seconds of work, guys, left to go. 30 seconds of work left to go. This is good. So again, tabletop, drive those hips up high as you can. Try and squeeze the shoulders back, lift the chest up high as you can. Last 10 seconds. What are you looking at? Going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done, guys. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Good job tonight. Everybody enjoy themselves? Maybe enjoy is not quite the right word. Maybe enjoy is not quite the right word. So the other Connor's sleeping, so you can only deal with Rory at the minute, and so he is. But no, great job tonight, guys. Great job. As